This is James Kalm, the guy on the bike, and I'd like to welcome you to another half-assed production. Today we're coming to you from 222 Bowery. This is the famous studio building where Mark Rothko completed his murals for the Four Seasons in the Seagram building in 1959. Also, this is the building where Ferdinand Léger had his studio when he fled Europe in 1939 and came to live in New York for 4 years. I had some footage of an exhibition of these murals that I took when I was in Washington, D.C. and I thought we'd do a little art historical preview to get you ready for that. So let's look at the murals. We're taking a look at the Mark Rothko Seagram's mural projects. This was a series of paintings that Rothko was commissioned for and worked on in 1958 and 59. They're here at the entrance to the modern collection of the National Gallery. These were initially commissioned to go in a restaurant. It's going to be on the top floor of the Seagram's building. Rothko has been quoted as saying that he wanted to create paintings that would turn the stomach, turn the stomach of the wealthy diners. All of the paintings are done in a very subdued palette of maroons, reds, siennas. This is a very unusual Rothko. Normally he would divide the canvases horizontally. Very large painting. It must be 10 by 8 feet. And when the lawsuit over the estate of Mark Rothko was taking place and they were trying to evaluate the price of the paintings, one of the defense lawyers said that Rothko couldn't have put too much value on them himself because he used such cheap paint. But as we can see, the paintings have held up pretty well. There is a little cracking, but it looks surprisingly fresh. And the colors are very, very bold. It's held up very well. Mark Rothko was one of the founding fathers of Abstract Expressionism. He didn't really receive the public recognition until into the mid-50s. In certain ways, I can understand why he would be important here in Washington, D.C., because he is a harbinger of the color field painters or the Washington Color School. Many of these paintings were painted with rags and sponges. people have commented that they believe that the imagery that Rothko was using referred to the graves that he had seen as a child during the pogroms in the Ukraine. He had a very tumultuous life and committed suicide at 157 East 69th Street, February 25th, 1970. He slashed his arteries at his elbows and bled to death. And on that happy note, this is James Kalm looking at the Mark Rothko Seagram Mural project, the National Gallery of Art, Washington, D.C. And here are some Rothkos that are in the permanent collection here at the East Wing. Notice the palette is much lighter. Composition is more complex. More colors. More pedimenti. Beautiful gallery for viewing art in. It's a classic Rothko. (1957). So there's actually uncharacteristic. These colors are so brilliant, almost joyful. This is Untitled, 1953. This is James Kalm, and we're going to take a little view here. This is 159 East 69th Street. This is the studio where Rothko actually completed the murals for the Menil Chapel in Houston. Rothko committed suicide on February 24th, 1970. He was found with his arteries cut at the elbows, and he bled to death right here at 159 East 69th Street in Manhattan.